Hello and welcome to Women with Wings. Maya Angelou said, every time a woman stands up for herself, she stands up for all the women. This is a quote which is very relevant for our platform as well as for our speaker today, Miss Deepa Choudhary. I want to give a brief background about Deepa Choudhary. Deepa is a corporate professional with over a decade experience in corporate world. She has wide variety of experience like developing and executing business operations, executing business operations, project execution, marketing, brand building, Marcom, product, and business development and whatnot. She has worked with companies like Mahle, Anand Filter Systems, Nokia, Oracle, KPMG, and WNS. She has won various awards, EA Award of the Year, then Women Employee of the Year Business Award at second Iowa 2021. So welcome, Deepa, to this platform and to today's episode of Breaking the Glass Ceiling. So Deepa, over to you. And we would like to understand, what do you think about this topic, breaking the glass ceiling?
On the outset, I would extend my pleasure, and it's been an honor that you guys invited me to this platform, Women with Wings. I must say it's a wonderful initiative by Vatsala Banerjee and Shefali Sangle, and wonderfully hosted by you, Vaishali. I must say you're looking wonderful. And such initiatives, I believe, are required sometimes. When they say glass ceiling, now what is that glass ceiling? Now this terminology or this phrase, I think it have its roots from US. Okay, and when women were not given that privilege, or you can say they were not estimated to go shoulder with shoulder with men, or to have that what do you say, no discrimination kind of a thing. And that is what is that glass ceiling, that men can do it and women cannot do it. So that becomes a glass ceiling for them. But nowadays the times have changed. Nowadays times have changed. We are modern urban women, and we are equally there in the corporate world, managing our professional life, our personal life. And what do you think? Have we broken that glass ceiling or not? I think we have. I think we have. Going almost like 20, 25 years back, don't you think we have achieved much more than that? I mean, what the women those times, the areas that they had to explore, whether it is like majority of them were like teaching, do your PhDs, or professors, I mean, or so. But nowadays, look at women, they are everywhere, whether it is land, water, air. We have pilots, we have air hostesses. So we are everywhere. I mean, where is that glass ceiling? I don't see that. I mean, now what I think that caused that change was that women, when start helping women, to give them that platform, that helping hand to groom themselves, to upgrade themselves, or show them the right way. Like I was saying, Women with Wings have given the other women that platform that helps them to make their own brand, give them more visibility. You're giving a platform for other women like me to share their own stories, and which will hopefully will inspire the other women out there who are listening to us or who are watching us. Because so so that is all. And when we
definitely, I think you've beautifully said that Women with Wings is a beautiful platform for women upliftment, and where all women stand for each other and are encouraging each other together with each other.
Absolutely. And when we women who are already working there and who have already uh, have our own achievements, have our own inspirational stories, and what legacy we leave behind or the way we groom our daughters is going to be different.
Right, right.
My mother
So,
was not working. My
mhm.
mother was not working, but I started working. I was there first in my family to enter the corporate world.
Yeah.
So
So I was just about to ask you, like, how does your journey looks like, and what do you think? When did you exactly, break the glass ceiling?
oh, I was coming to that only before you
Yeah.
asked. So glad that you actually jumped onto that question at the right time. So,
Yeah.
as I was saying, I was the first one in my family or in my entire clan to get into the corporate world, because my family, nobody has been there in the corporate profession in MNCs. They have been farmers, military, air force. Uh, so that my father has been a yoga instructor. So my mother has always been a housewife, so homemaker. Now that nowadays we call it. I broke that glass ceiling. I entered the corporate world. I was the first girl in the family to go on an international trip, uh, to fly that domestic flight also. But and also when I say in my professional uh, designations or titles also, I'm an executive assistant. I'm an executive assistant in a German automotive firm currently, assisting the CEO there. And in that a fraternity of executive assistants, that role itself has its own mindset, or what I should be calling it, assumption, prejudices are there. That earlier stenographs, administrative assistants, secretaries, and nowadays executive assistants, not many know the difference. I was the first one, and
Right.
in my entire acquaintance fraternity, I was the only one who was given the chance for an international trip to Thailand to organize an international event, which involved 100 sales people. It was a 100 attendee sales boot camp, which was organized by Oracle. Oracle arranged for my visa, my tickets, my accommodation for 1 week there, and that was my biggest achievement, my biggest milestone, that I could get that platform.
Right.
In my acquaintances, I could not. I have never seen executive assistants traveling. Rarely. I could see that men were given that opportunity, women were not. Okay, but yes, I broke that glass ceiling. I broke that mindset that executive assistants don't travel. Luckily, again, in this current organization also, I was given this project of arranging lean manufacturing training sessions for the West region, that is Pune, South India. And again, that made me travel. I was traveling every month to Pune, Mumbai, uh, Bangalore, Chennai, and I had traveled all. My fellow executive assistants in my previous companies, or even senior to me, they have retired, but still they never got an opportunity to travel. It all depends on you, how you take it up. It all depends on luck and how you explore those opportunities for you. You have to equip yourself and give the other person that confidence that she is ready to take that on. You have
True.
that,
So
you
true.
person should see that hunger in you. So, and I always wanted to do more, the better than anyone else. That's my favorite quote. I would again say, as Priyanka Chopra used to. I saw it in a speech, and she says, uh, "Even if you are a grass cutter, I mean, do it in such a way that nobody can do it better than you." So no matter uh, how small, how big, what titles, what work you are doing, do it with your own magic. Do it with your own. Uh, what value can you add to it? A difference to
Right.
it,
So
apart from the
beautiful.
traditional ways it
Mm,
has been going on.
mm.
So that is my belief.
Great, great. So my next question is, when you look back in your career, what are the things that made a difference? Something special that comes to your mind?
What made a difference? See,
Yeah.
had it been, as I say, executive assistants, I'll only be able to tell you about my role, my journey, because
Right,
that
right.
is what.
Obviously we want to hear about you.
Yeah.
today's today's your day.
Yeah, thank you so much. I feel special. So, what made the difference? See, had it been, I could have gone the traditional way, doing a 9 to 5 job, okay, and
Yeah.
very coolly, calmly doing it and smoothly doing it. But I realized that I want to do, I want to achieve a lot and faster and faster. Something that is there in me, uh, I would uh, say that I want everything. I want everything on that platter. I want to taste everything
Mm.
now, and that too at a faster pace, at a very fast pace. One can is like 9 to 5. You're coming and you're doing your job and you're going back. Could have has a very nice, smooth a life. But I wanted to do projects. I wanted to get into sales also. I wanted to help HR in those employee engagement activities also. So that was the thing. I wanted to be there everywhere. And I wanted it all. As they're saying, can women have it all? But I can say, yes, they can have it all, provided they want it all. They should have that hunger. They should be that hungry to finish all of that, whatever they want on that platter.
So
And
there are a
I'm
lot
sure
of
it
comments coming from there are a lot of comments coming from the audience for you. You are special. They're welcoming you, and they love to listen to you. So really nice, Deepa. Please go ahead.
thank
Sorry.
you so much. Thank you so much. I say, see, जब आपके अंदर वो इच्छा है करने की कि मेरे को ये चाहिए, and I'm the one who cannot sit idle. I'm no, not the one who just enjoys getting onto a comfort zone. When I have nothing new to learn, that is the time I lose my comfort zone. I started getting that restlessness in me. ये आ गया अब मुझे. I know it well. What's new there? What's new there?
Mm.
What new I can get myself involved with? So that zing, what do you say? Not zing. That spark in life.
Nice. Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
Have you ever seen people saying that we're missing that spark? Now, the spark is not missing, it's there in you only. You only have to take it out and look for it. Even if something is not coming to you, you go and find it. You
Very
have
inspiring.
to
Very true.
go and find what lightens up your eyes, what makes you happy. And if nobody has ever done it, okay, then why don't you initiate it? Why do you have
Exactly.
to wait for somebody else to come and initiate it and then you will follow the lead? Carve out that way for others so that they can follow you. Why can't you lead? I've done that. I've done that. I tell you the recent example. I'll tell you that recent example. It so happened that all these marathons and Airtel Marathon and Max, these running events, in my organization, nobody had ever participated in these. Okay. And I had participated almost like 3 years back. And when I came to that organization, I said, because Nokia used to always have their participants, company sponsored participants, to go and participate in Airtel Marathon. And I came up with that idea that, okay, why don't we also send our employees? And they said, what do you think we'll achieve out of it? I said, they said, we don't need branding. I said, why not? They said that it would cost a lot. I said, how will it cost? Airtel is paying for the t-shirts and everything. And what if, let's take up that initiative. Let people pay up their registration fee. Let's see what response comes. And you know what? And they say, and I was insisting and I requested and I pitched it well, made it convincing. Okay. And we received almost like 15-20 participants. We all paid our own registration fee. We all gathered there, and I led everyone. We all will be meeting here. We'll be starting from here, and everybody photographs and photo sessions and the branding and everything was done. It was so smooth. Never in the history of the organization ever such a thing has happened. And when it happened, then it became motivational for others. And then we were in the office and it was like, why didn't you ask us also? You could have asked twice and we could have agreed.
So there is a question from the audience. What makes you so energetic? What's the secret of your energy?
Secret of this energy. I think this is something in the DNA. So that's something in my genes, because both of my parents have been yoga instructors, and they've always been very curious and doing this and doing that. My father is like any of the thing at home also. He's there with his screwdrivers and this, and I'll fix it up. I'll do it. I'll do that. My mother is experimenting a lot in the kitchen, and she also keeps trying new things and initiatives and everything in her own specific field that she has. So आज कुछ नया बना है, आज मैंने ये देखा है, ये खा के देखो कैसा बना.
So energy is coming from there.
See, that is all there in the genes, I must say. Genes. Yeah, absolutely.
So, audience, there was one more question. Can you just repeat that question? Okay, I think so. I just lost one of the questions. No worries. So I'll go on to the next step. Then next question of mine. What is the most accomplishing aspect in your career when you look back?
Most accomplishing, the Thailand trip.
Okay.
The best experience ever. I got to organize an international event for 1 week, organized there, including the airfare, dealing with 100 foreign attendees, from their decision of menu to banquet halls, to the speakers, to what all arrangements has to be there on the stage, from cruise dinners to giveaway gifts. Okay. So everything was organized with a team of 2 more counterparts, one from Singapore, one from Bangkok, and all 3 of us ladies attended it, organized it, and received the credit of it. And it was appreciated.
That's really nice.
That actually, you know what, that actually paved my way for working in Nokia. Because Nokia was, again, I was into marketing and corporate communications, event management, assisting a German expat. So they said that you have international exposure. You have had done such an event, so I'm sure you'll be able to add value to us also. And of course I did. Sure. And now I'm again with a German automotive firm. So there you see, everything is linked. When I look back, everything makes sense, as if like it was all planned. I was destined to be here, and when I look back, I see, oh, that happened for that reason. Okay.
It's really beautiful when all the they say that things come into fall into place, and that
Yeah.
makes the story complete. So I think that's what has happened with you. Really lovely to hear all this experience of yours. So what really, because one of the question of audience was what really drives you.
What drives me? Uh, this my curiosity to know more, to learn more. And when I say learn, I always believe it is not only learning, it is learn, unlearn, and relearn. Example. So when we used to have these small mobiles, okay, we used to have these what do you say, uh, button digit pads on it, okay.
Right,
So
right.
now we learned how to operate those mobiles because the generation that I am from, uh, we were from those landline phones and then pagers and then these mobile handsets. So but then when these touch pads came in, we had to unlearn what had to be there with those button pads of that mobile, and had to learn how to operate and type with these touch pads.
Mm.
So that is always it's a journey. It's always learn, unlearn, relearn. Unless you unlearn the other thing what you have already learned, you cannot evolve, upgrade yourself to relearn. Relearn is to learn the upgraded version.
Right.
So that's an advanced step. And in this today's dynamic world, I think that is very important. That is very crucial. Otherwise, you'll be left behind. You'll be lacking behind. You won't progress. You'll become stagnant. Again, what drives me? Uh, Inspiring people, challenging roles. I've had very tough bosses, very tough managers who will not give you the credit, who will not appreciate it. And when I look back, and and I even on the last day of that manager, and I said, "So you never liked this." I said, he said that you know what? Every time I was not happy what you presented at the first time, and the second time you were doing it better than that. So that was my trick to get the best in out of you.
Best out of you.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, so best out of you, because I know that you can do much better than that. And every second time you used to come back and you were presenting a better version of what you presented in the first time. So I said, wow, that's also management tactics. So
Yes.
um, challenging situation, something that is not that easy, something that I can add value to it, as I say, something that I can do it in a better way than it has been going on. Like there's a traditional way of doing things. Okay, it's almost like cooking. Suppose you are making any dish that has been traditionally made like that, but I want to add my value to it, my what do you say, Deepa's magic to it, my own ingredients to it, and I'll experiment it.
Mm.
So that flexibility, that possibility that you can experiment and still survive. There is
Interesting.
that workplace that gives you the liberty to experiment, survive, learn from your own experiments, and take up the initiatives. That's something that drives me.
Great, great. So there is audience from South Africa as well, and they have been saying hi to you.
Hello, hi, hi.
Patpan is the name,
Hello.
yeah.
Thank you so much.
And there are a lot of okay, wow, amazing what we perceive and what actually is. That's the way management work. So this is a comment from Vatsala.
Thank you so much,
So
Vatsla.
Anjali is saying thinking out of the box. Okay, so great comments coming from the audience for you. Okay, today I was feeling low and exhausted, but this power pack session recharges me. This is from
Oh,
a
we'll
message from
recharge
Meena
you
Sharma.
further. We have just
Yeah.
started. We'll recharge
Yeah.
you further. I
In
mean, by
fact,
end of this session, you'll be a powerhouse of.
so true. In fact, my next question was this only: what is a message that you have for the women who are getting inspired from you, or who look up to you?
Message. The first of all is you need to take care of yourself. Though it is easy said than done, but you cannot pour from an empty vessel. Okay, if you
Right.
want to take care of your family, of your work, of all the different things, and you want to take up initiatives also, and you want to do try out multiple things, multitasking, multi-skilling, then first of all you need to take care of yourself. And how do you take care of yourself? When I say taking care of yourself means physical, emotional, both. You need to have your workout sessions. If that's not possible, your stretching sessions, that's not possible, at least a walk, a 15 minutes walk. Now if you say in COVID times you're not allowed to step out, and she's talking about a walk, but uh, but that is something important. At home you can do your stretches of yoga. You can do your Zumba. Switch on any of those, a lot of videos we have. You can do it at home. You can do it with your kids, your children. They would also love that. Have that fitness become a habit in you, because that will help you in the long run.
Right.
Okay. When you say emotionally, then you need to have your me time. In life we are so involved, doing a uh, lot about that is relevant to others, and a lot of responsibilities we have, taking care of others and work. And ultimately, when we at the end of the day, it is us who are left behind. We are not able to give that time to ourselves. Have that me time, please. Whether it's your salon trip, or whether it's your music, um, your own TV serials, even if it is, वो सुकून जरूरी है. दैट मी
Right.
टाइम इज दैट सुकून, वो चाहिए. या फिर आपको अपनी आराम से बैठ के अपनी आइसक्रीम खानी है. हर एक के सुकून की अलग अलग डेफिनेशन है, बट यू नीड टू हैव योर ओन mental sukoon, which is very important. Then you need to manage your time well. When I say, I've seen a lot of women, and they have responsibilities of kids and husbands, and they have work on the other side also. And even the kids are complaining, husband is complaining, she's working all the time, she doesn't have time for us, she's there, I don't have time for myself. Now that time issue, you have to manage it. You have to make it a habit in you. How do you manage your schedules well? And when you manage your schedules well, I'll tell you the very simple trick. A very simple trick is there are 24 hours in a day. Okay? 7 hours of sleep is sufficient. People say 8 hours of sleep. I think 7 you can manage.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
Then out of that, 10 example you give to your work life. Okay? Then still you're left with how many? You're still left with me time is the recharge we need. Yes. So you're still left with ample of time for your family and for yourself. So you need to manage your minutes in a day. You know how many minutes are there in a day? There are 1,440 minutes in a day. And when you make an account of how many are you using, and you make your life that way, this is what I am spending on. Your sleep is important. That is the utmost priority. If you're not sleeping well, you are irritated. You will not be focusing on work. You will not be able to do a lot many things that make you internally happy. And happiness is
Right.
something that if it is not within, you cannot radiate it. That is what I was saying. You cannot pour out from an empty vessel. आप खुद से खुश नहीं है, आपके अंदर खुशी नहीं है, तो आप बाहर कैसे रिफ्लेक्ट करेंगे, रेडिएट करेंगे, और जो करेंगे वो ज्यादा ऑथेंटिक नहीं लगेगी.
So
So,
true. So true. Very well
so
said.
that is what my message is. You need to first take care of yourself. Uh, there would be a lot of people who might call it selfish, but I think this much selfishness has to be there if you want to
Yeah,
keep your
exactly,
sanity
and that's not
intact.
actually, yeah, and that's not exactly selfishness. It's like, you self love is there. Like one of the audience said, self love is in the air.
Self love is there. Yeah. Yes.
So there are times, no, when they're not always ups in your career, right? There are times when there are lows and ups in the career. So how do you face those low times?
There have been a lot of low times, I must say,
Right, right.
and uh, and they have been very difficult times. I've lost my job thrice in my entire career. Thrice. The first one was when CAFO got shut down because they shut down all their locations in India because of FDI policies. And okay, first one was in WNS in 2008. Okay, that was the famous and the biggest downturn or the recession period. And 2 months we had done nothing to do, but our company still were holding on to us and were looking for to find another opportunities for us, roles for us. So and that was a very miserable time because I hardly had 1 year of experience, and I felt like खत्म हो गया सब.
Right,
करियर
right.
तो शुरू होने से पहले ही खत्म हो गया है. अब क्या होगा? अब क्या होगा? शादी हो जाएगी. Then I'll be again a housewife like my mother. And I don't want that. Then was the time when that was a turning point in my life that I got this role in the CEO's office. There was an open position, and I was the selected one for that. So then I took off, and then again came a point when Carrefour shut down their India operations because of the new foreign direct investment policies by the Modi government. So that was a French company, and they shut down all their offices. They wrapped up, and we were, of course, we were given the compensation amounts and everything, but we were also told to look for new jobs. Luckily, uh, this offer from Nokia came to me, and I, of course, accepted it. However, after 2 years, Nokia merged with Alcatel Lucent. I was a high-paid resource, and I was replaced by someone with the same role from Alcatel Lucent on a lower pay scale. So that was again a cost-cutting initiative by them, which I became a victim of. But what I realized was everything happens was a reason for a reason. Though I always used to say that, and in my bad times, of course, I always felt that why me again? And any of these, uh, any of these times, I was not to be blamed. It was not my fault. It
Mm.
was,
Yeah.
the decisions were in nobody's control. Of course, they were inevitable. But however, today when I look back, I see everything happened for good. For good. When I lost this WNS role, I got what do you say, a senior, much valued role in the office of the chief operating officer. Okay. Here I was an executive in a research operations team, and there I was assisting the topmost leader on the organization. Okay. Then when I lost this job at Carrefour, I got a Nokia that was a better brand than that. And that gave me a lot of exposure, a lot of learnings in the marketing and corporate communications team. Then when I lost this job at that Nokia, then I got placed in a German automotive firm, which allowed me to take up these projects that made me travel up all across India.
Great.
Okay, so those are the times जब हमें समझ नहीं आता है why me again, why me, मेरे साथ ही क्यों होता है. But then फिर एक टाइम के बाद it's almost now after 10-12 years when I look back at my journey, I think जो हुआ अच्छा हुआ और अच्छे के लिए हुआ.
And no, the point is, when good things happen, that's when we don't ask ourselves why me. When only the bad things happen, that's when we ask ourselves why me. So I think both the thing goes hand in hand.
Yes, very well said, very well said. Of course, nobody asks in good times why me.
Yeah. So there is a question from the audience that you come across as very confident woman, but how do you ensure that it's not no, you're not being arrogant? So not coming across as arrogant. So how do you balance that confidence?
Okay, so when I say confidence is that I can do it, arrogance is that only I can do it, nobody else can. Nobody can do it better than me. So arrogance is something that you become what should I say? Ahankar, egoistic about it.
Right.
Okay, look where I am, and but there is a
So how do
thin
you
line.
balance that?
I'm humble. I have a attitude of gratitude, and I
Very nice.
believe that is the way to it. If you have that attitude of gratitude, that is the key that keeps you grounded. You're not there in the air. You know that you're thankful to a lot of people who have got you there. And it is not, of course, there was a friend of mine, and it was like, I could say, mentor who said, people learn to take credit of your hard work. You've always been giving it to others, that I'm here because of my mentors, my managers. When will you learn to take that credit? I said, I'm not sure, maybe gradually, but learn, never forget the people who have been there with you in your bad times. And I've had really bad times in my life. Now that I'm with Women with Wings, I must say divorce is another devastating aspect in a woman's life. It's been a year and 3 years of separation, and I coped up with it. And those were the depressing times of life. I didn't know where to go. I didn't know what to do with my life, because a married life is all that I wanted. Okay. Ultimately, when they say in the Indian society that you got settled, so you're settled because you have a job, you have a family, you're married, and now you have a husband, and you have a life that will keep on sailing. But my ship was caught in those storms of life, and I was shattered to such an extent that I was told by our managers, take control of it, because, and those were the times, at the slightest of the hint, and I took charge of my life in my hands. And it is easy
Can
said than
understand. It's
done.
not, yeah,
Yeah.
it's not easy. Yeah.
So now when I look back, I still see myself doing a lot what I was doing that time, and could have done had I been in those same circumstances. So, as I say, that you need to have that confidence in you. Arrogance will go away when you keep paying that gratitude, and you do not forget where have you come from, what all have you overcome, and what all, who all were the people who gave you those wings, as you
Yeah.
say. My friends have been very supportive. Why? I would have like to name Priya. Priya has been my school friend. Preeti has been my colleague. And they have been like really supportive. Gargi has been my school friend. R- Other than the family and the relatives, my friends were very supportive. Reason because they don't judge me. They don't judge me to an extent that, oh, she would have taken that decision or she would have done that. No matter what it is, we are with you. And that selfless uh, act of friendship, I can never forget. I'll always value. And whenever my turn will come to return those favors, I'll never take a step back.
So the audience says your authenticity and no, transparency is really valued. And this is the same comment from the person who had asked this question on confidence and arrogance. So he's really happy with your response. So thank you so much, Deepa.
Thank you so
Thank you
much.
for being so authentic. So I think you've already answered this, but I would still like to know, place this question: that what's your biggest strength and growth areas?
My biggest strength, uh, my biggest strength actually comes in our DNA because our father and mother have always been very strong, and there was always been like, we are fighters, we are survivors, we'll fight it out, but not uh, will not take a step back, and we'll face it. So no matter what are the circumstances in your life, you always have to face them. You cannot run away from them. You cannot avoid them, because if they're destined to be, they're destined to be. You need to accept that reality. So facing it fearlessly is something that has always been my strength, and I've been always been taught that way. I've always been groomed that way. हारना नहीं है, लड़ाई करो. हाँ, मतलब लड़ाई करने से पहले ही हार नहीं माननी है. ठीक है, अब जितना भी है, you need to face it, fight it. So that has always been, and my brother has been my greatest strength. My mother has been my greatest strength. Uh, Father, of course, he has his own ways of tackling us. So, and have been very honest. That is something. Uh, my honesty is appreciated, whether it's my friends, family, or at my workplace. So that has always
Beautiful.
been my strength, and integrity. I'm never questioned on that, because my people who know me, they already know that if she's saying it, they don't even doubt it. They don't question twice about it. So they have always been my strengths. My growth areas. I want to travel a lot. If you say growth areas like growth in professionally or personally, I I still see uh, growth as in my learnings, my passions, my experiences of life. This is how I say is personal growth. If I say I have done treks of a valley of flowers, and I've done paragliding and parasailing, I still see skydiving is still on my wish list.
Okay.
So I've recently done river rafting also. That is again a list of to dos in life's wish list. I must say that all women should have your life's wish list, something that you do want to do for yourself. I wanted to do paragliding, parasailing, river rafting. I've done that, and I'm proud of it. Of course, I'm proud of it. I wanted to try my hands at trekking, hiking. I did Valley of Flowers. I did um, uh, beer billing trek. So I'm very happy about it. This is like your own sense of achievement, your personal achievements. I mean, we keep running all our lives for professional achievements, those promotions and increments. How about your personal achievements?
Right,
Was
right.
having a husband and a kid were the only personal achievements you wanted? Think about it. I'm sure everyone should have and I'm sure they already have it in their minds. Have it down, list it down on a paper, and then you will realize that you know, you always wanted to do this, but in our daily course of life, we forgot it, or maybe we let them take a back seat. जब तक ये चीजें हमें पता होती हैं, जब तक कोई हमें याद नहीं दिला देता, हमें समझ नहीं आती। पर एक बार
Right.
कोई याद दिला देता है, देन हमें समझ आ जाती है। अरे हमें भी तो ये अच्छा लगता था, हमें भी तो ये करना था। फिर हम बिजी हो गए अपनी लाइफ में, फिर हमने छोड़ दिया। अब तो यही दुनिया है।
So
बट
true.
एक बार लाइफ तो बहुत बड़ी है, लाइफ बहुत बड़ी है, बट एक लाइफ की विश लिस्ट होनी चाहिए। मेरी स्टिल है, skydiving is there on my wish list. A cruise trip. I've had cruise dinner. I want to have a
Hmm.
cruise trip, like a 12-day or maybe like a month cruise destination trip. And what else do I want to do? Bungee jumping, skydiving. Um I want to have those. I want to go to Sri Lanka, Andaman, Nicobar. Yeah. So there are few things on my wish list, and they keep increasing every year. And even if they are increasing, I make sure that few of them I do a tick mark for sure. Like I recently, last month in March only, I took that river rafting from my wish list. Of course, it had to do. I mean, have your wish list in a year. Make sure how many do would you be ticking. Have a plan for it. My trekking trips were planned like 2 months, 3 months in advance, because Valley of Flowers is something that opens in July and August only. There is a particular season for to visit that place where the flowers are at their full bloom. So I wanted to go for that, and I did it. I mean, initially, I mean, doing a 20 kilometers trek, a normal girl. I mean, Vishali, do you want to do a 20 kilometers trek? First of all, we feel jitters, I feel
Yeah.
nervous. How will I be
Yeah.
able to do that? I've never done that.
Hmm.
But
Right.
trust me, when you have that passion to do it, I want to do it, and when you have that good company of friends around you, um, I made it. And of course, I didn't even have those friends. I went for a girls only women travel groups. There are a lot of women travel groups out there. You look for it, you'll find many. And they were all stranger women, but for 1 week, we became a family. For that entire 1 week, we were a family to each other. We were the friends, because that place had no mobile connectivity, no internet connectivity. It was the only us were there who would talk to each other. So that is how it is, and that is how I look at life, living one day at a time, one day at a time, and that one day, how you make the best out of it. One day is equal to 1440 minutes. Each minute is important. You should value your time. You should be focused where, on what, and who,
Right.
on who are you utilizing your own energy. Your energy is very important. Your positivity, your own positive vibes are very important.
Agreed.
So
Agreed. Yeah.
that is what I believe in.
Hmm. So I think there is another question from the audience that what is a piece of advice for women who want to be there up the ladder, but obviously with dignity and on the basis of their skill. So what is one piece of advice for them?
One piece of advice, you should find your mentors.
Hmm.
You should find your mentors. Something
Yes.
that you want to do, and you want to be groomed at it. Suppose, example, I want to be a good software developer as a Vaishali. Okay, so, and I'm not good at it. I know the basics of it, but I'm not good at it. So I never hesitate to ask for help, never hesitate to call up people and say, can you help me with that? Low dignity means what? That low confidence that you have. But as I say, women with wings or the glass ceiling will be shattered if one woman helps the other woman. And how will that woman help the other woman? First of all, she should know that the other woman needs help. She need to tell me that she needs help. I'm always reachable. If I can be a help to anyone, I'm always there, whether it is the best possible way that I can help the women out there. I will not even think twice about it.
Right.
I'm being very honest about that this is something that under my scope of helping you, and if that helps, of course, then I'm always there. They have your own mentors, have that approachability, and as I say, learn, unlearn, relearn, keep upgrading yourself, have that confidence, and think of yourself as if you are your own brand. You are your own brand. Example,
Very well
if
said.
suppose, yes, if suppose a very basic example I'll give you. Suppose there is a dish. Suppose पनीर की सब्जी बनानी है. मैंने भी बनाई, आपको भी आती है बनानी, आपने भी बनाई. But all of us will be cooking that. सबका taste different होगा, right? Everyone will have different flavors to that dish. All those dishes will taste different. Why? Because we have our own magic. We have our own ingredients, or say measurement of ingredients. It cannot be the same for all. So you need to find out your magic, your ingredients that will make you different, outstanding from others.
Mhm. So, what are the differences that you want to bring in the society?
I want to bring into the society that the women helping other women, of course. You know, a woman with wings, that air. If every woman becomes that air to the other woman's wings, see how beautiful it would be. Then all of us
Definitely.
would be flying up in the sky, and there would be all of us there. So learn to be the air into the other person's wings, because somebody gave you that air to be there. I may sound a lot philosophical, but हमारे पंखों को हवा देने के लिए भी तो बहुत लोग थे जो हम ये
Exactly.
उड़ान कर पाए. तो
Right.
अब आपकी बारी है, अब हमारी
Right.
बारी है. हम क्यों ना उनको वो आसमान दे पाए, वो हवा दे पाए जो उनकी उड़ान भरने में उनकी मदद करे. So that is what it is. Learn, groom your daughters, groom your girls in such a way that they do not fall for that glass slipper of that princess. Of whose glass slipper was that? Cinderella's. Okay.
Cinderellas.
Yeah. So do not be tempted by that glass slipper. Please push push through that glass ceiling, shatter that. Though it may sound a bit cliche, but I truly believe that because a traditional Indian society always feels like शादी कर लो, घर बसा लो, अच्छा जॉब है, लाइफ सेटल्ड है. नहीं, लाइफ सेटल्ड है. Where is that hunger to do more? अभी और भी कुछ करना है. अब आप वही है कि लाइफ की विश लिस्ट बनाएं कि हमें और अच्छा क्या करना है लाइफ में. ये भी चाहिए, वो भी चाहिए, क्या चाहिए. Expensive dresses and jewelry is not the end of the world. You have lot many things to do, lot many experiences to gain, lot many um, adventures to explore. Look for it. It's a huge world. It's a you have many years left with you for that exploration. If you still haven't done that, and if you still have not made your wish list, I insist, make it today. Think about it. Take your time, take your days, but have that ready. I'm sure
So
when you grow
beautifully said.
older and you look at it, and when you look those ticks, you'll be really proud of it.
So Deepa, no, we have not realized, but it was so lovely talking to you that the entire hour has really gone into this. But I still want to know we still have that hunger to talk to you. So why don't you just summarize the key takeaways from today's session?
Okay, first of all, as I say, have your wish list. Have your wish list of the personal life, not professionally. What all that you want to do in life. You want to write poetry, you want to be there on the stage, you want to watch a live show of some celebrity, comedy shows, live bands, whatever you want to do, have it listed. Okay, and every year you make sure that you tick some of them. Have your own goal. I mean, it all depends on a person to person, but I personally believe that I tick at least 2 or 3 of them. Okay, so stay fit, value your time well, physically, emotionally. You need to have your me time that will keep you sane. That is very important for your own sukoon. सुकून जरूरी है प्लीज.
And yeah, and like you said, you had said, no, self love is really important.
सेल्फ लव इज इम्पोर्टेंट, बहुत जरूरी है. आप खुद के वही क्या कहते हैं ना कि बीट योर ओन ट्रम्पेट. If you want to look after yourself, don't expect people to take care of you. Why? I mean, first learn to take care of yourself. No, वो कहते हैं ना, भगवान भी उन्हीं की मदद करता है जो अपनी मदद स्वयं करते हैं. दूसरों की
So
सहायता
true.
करने से पहले स्वयं की सहायता करें. और जब that the thing is there in those airlines, no, दूसरे का ऑक्सीजन मास्क लगाने से पहले अपना ऑक्सीजन मास्क
अपना
लगा
oxygen.
लें.
Right.
So this is something. I mean, the happier you are from within for yourself, I'm telling you, what will give you that sense of achievement, and what is low dignity? That is nothing. As far, I mean, in my dictionary, that is nothing. If I don't know that thing, I'm no shame to go and ask that I don't know this thing. Can you help me with that, please?
Yeah.
So
So
have no shame in asking for help. Have no shame in asking for something that you don't know. You want to upgrade yourself. It does not matter. After 5 years, 10 years, does not matter who remembers who said what to whom. And these are petty things of life. जिंदगी का एम थोड़ा बड़ा रखें, सोच थोड़ी बड़ी रखें. 5-10 साल बाद किसी को याद नहीं रहना है किसने किससे क्या कहा था, किस बात पर किसकी बुरी लगी थी. Nothing matters. Yes, a river rafting trip or parasailing and paragliding will matter, of course. They are
yeah,
the
I think what
memorable things.
yeah, I think what remains is how you make others feel and how they feel around you. The incidents or this thing they might forget, but how they feel around you is what matters. And I think our audience is really, really happy today because they are feeling that energy, the love, and the confidence. And I'm sure this power packed conversation with you has really inspired so many women out there. But unfortunately, now we have to end the session. But it was really, really lovely talking to you, Deepa. And thank you so much for inspiring not just them, but me as well. So I'll take some those key takeaways for myself as well and make my own to-do list. And love from this platform, Women with Wings. So there are all the love for you. Thank you so much, and a lot of best wishes because we really want you to be more successful. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your warm wishes, Vaishali. It was lovely talking and lovely sharing all the comments in the chat box. I truly appreciate that. Thank you so much. Part
Those
one day,
still,
inspirational.
still,
Yes, please.
there's still messages coming. Inspirational, Deepa.
Thank you so much. I'm honored.
So thank you. So I'll say goodbye to all of our audience out there and see you next time with the same topic, breaking this glass ceiling. And let's see who's coming up next. Bye. Take care and good evening.
Thank you so much. Stay safe. Stay at home. Bye bye.